I think the Palisades fire in Los Angeles was caused by arson. Let me show you why I think that. Okay, so I'm on Caltopo, a backcountry mapping app, and one of the premium layers is called Sentinel Weekly, which updates every few days or so, every 2 to 5 days, depending on the satellite's schedule around Earth. Anyways, this image is captured from the 7th, just within hours of the start of the Palisades fire. You can still, this is the initial smoke plume, you can still see it's very small, and these are all just clouds. So what's interesting is if you stack a layer with the topographic map on it, 1 second. Okay, this is it stacked with the topographic map on it. You can see that this trail goes right through the smoke plume. The smoke plume really starts right around here. That is the Temescal Canyon Ridge Trail. And it just seems way too convenient that the fire started exactly right on the trail just behind this neighborhood. A little too convenient to not rule out arson.
There's a lot of these weird videos of how these wildfires start, and some of them just don't make sense. Here we have one. They all start at the same time. Look, 1, 2, 3. These are miles and miles apart. These aren't like right next to each other. As you can see there. That is not a small area. That's very far apart. And I saw another one down here in Quebec. I think this is from was this 2023? Yeah, this is you remember the whole thing with, remember that massive fire in Canada that lasted for a long time? Remember that whole thing? Which this one, by the way, could end up being very similar, lasting a long time, covering a lot of area, maybe even getting into another state, as I already showed. This could end up being way bigger than it currently is, even. We don't know how far this is going to go. Hopefully it doesn't. I did notice there is some potential. And honestly, I don't understand how these wind patterns work with regards to fire, but you do see some of it pointing this direction, which may stop it from moving as much. But there are some pointing this direction as well, so it could be in some cases it does blow it over into these other states. We don't know how it will end up being in the end. But you get the idea. This clearly is not a good scenario. But looking at this is from Quebec 2023. Remember, I remember smelling it in Indiana. I live in Indiana, and you could even smell it there. That's not close to Canada, by the way. That's pretty far away, hundreds of miles. So imagine, how do these things start like this? Look at this one. Now, this is in Quebec, and it doesn't really make sense. They're all starting at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. hundreds over, I don't know, like another 20, 30 over here. How did this over here and this one at the exact same time start? And then look how far away, look how high up we are. This is a satellite imagery. What is this, like tens, hundreds of miles away from each other? This guy's saying it's over the entire province. We're talking like, this could be like 30 miles apart. This could be 100 miles apart. How are they all starting at the exact same time?
All of southeast Quebec just caught on fire, guys. All of it. Insane.
It doesn't even make sense. How does that even work? So this is something that I don't... So there's a few things that don't make sense. That don't make any sense to me.